So we are back in my hometown of Palombaro, and I've got a property for you today with these views, and what can I say? Only one word springs to mind: stunning. So this morning we are back in my hometown of Palombaro, and what a stunning place it is. I know you've seen this place a few times, but I just thought I would show you the view from this side of Palombaro. Straight ahead, that's Pennapiedimonte and the mountainside. I don't know if you can see a line that runs into the mountain, but that's a pathway called Balzolo. I've done videos there before. It's an incredible place. And then up where the screen's a little bit too small for me to see, but somewhere in this direction where the mountain at the back meets the one in front, don't know if you can see the antennas there. That's up in the ski resort of Passo Lanciano. Then just over this ridge you've got Bocca di Valle, which is mouth of the valley, where there's restaurants and walks and things like that. Then you're on to Guardiagrele and then towards Chieti and those places. So absolutely stunning location. And then out the other side of Palombaro, you head down towards the coast, which we may be able to see from this roof terrace on this today's property. What an incredible roof terrace it is. So it is Monday, it's early morning, it's just after 9 o'clock, and Monday is day of closing in Palombaro. So the restaurant's closed. There's a bar here that's closed today. But even though it's a small town, I'll just show you this little park in the middle. Even though it's a small town, we do have all the services needed. So there's a mini market here, there's a butcher's just around this corner, there's a pharmacy that's part of this building here. We've got a new home restaurant in the town. We've got 2 restaurants out of town. So it is we do have a bit of everything. The bus service is limited here. It is limited just to early mornings and then coming back just after lunchtime around 2 o'clock. Those sort of times. They go in time basically with the school. So you really do need a car for this area. And to be fair, it's such an amazing area, you want a car anyway to see all these brilliant places. So I say, you know Palombaro from a number of videos we've done. So I will now walk down to the property, and what can I say about this one? It has got a mean roof terrace. It is incredible, really is. Palombaro is really popular with expats. The new home restaurant is just where the car is now. Don't know if you remember the video properties on this one here and the one next door, all bought by people from the US, and then about 3 or 4 properties down here that have all been taken over by, again, people from the US. The Palazzo at the end on the right hand side being taken over by, or being bought by, a couple from Ireland, and they're going to be doing some incredible restorations in there. We're going to hopefully follow their story as well. Okay, so let's head down to the property. Now look at that for a stunning view. And this is the view you will get from the property we're going to see today, from 2 terraces that it has. How amazing is this? This is all part of the territory of Palombaro. There's an agriturismo restaurant down here that also has a swimming pool that you can use in the summertime. I don't know if you can see in the lowest points in the distance the sea, but that is the sea. And then we have Casoli that's over on the hill over here, and there's a road that drops out of Palombaro, and once you get down there you work your way down to the coast. What an incredible stunning view. And over in the distance, but this is Guardiagrele on the hill, and we're right in the heart of the historical centre. Don't know if you can remember this one being a video property here. And there's another one that's through there that's also been taken over by purchased by expats. Very, very popular town. So this property that we're going to see is typical Italian in the sense of it's a little bit of everything. What do I mean by that? So you get a surprise down here, which I will show you what that is shortly. The entrance is there. This belongs to the property. The white part belongs, and then the next window across belongs. Then there's a roof terrace. Then there's a terrace here. This is somebody else, and this is somebody else. So it's sort of mix and match, so to speak. But that's traditional in these villages. And what I love about this as well, I think I'd be tempted either to a nice paint job and reveal this stone around this door, or if it is stone, put it all back to stone, because that would look amazing as well. But you could really give it some nice curb appeal. And the other thing to remember is, on our videos I do talk a lot about church bells. Look, you're right next to the church spire, so you've got to like church bells to like this property, because they are there. And you do have a terrace here where they're not right in your face, so to speak, but obviously the roof terrace, you are very close to them. Inside the house you can't really, you hear them a little bit, but obviously you will hear them from the terrace. I'm just waiting to see if I think it's every half an hour, because they haven't done it on the quarter to hour, and I've been here for a while now. So I bet it did happen at half past the hour. So that does happen. It doesn't go on all night. Stops at some point sort of in the evening, usually around about 9 o'clock I think, and then we'll start again about 7 o'clock. But you need to sort of put that in your mind when you're considering this place. But the views and everything else far make up for that. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to have a look inside? Let's do it. So you get into the property from this side. Let's head up the stairs. Obviously this belongs to somebody else, so it's private pretty much from here. Okay, you got a little space outside the door where you can just pull your chair up and, oh, look at those views. How peaceful, how peaceful. Electric box inside here, and the entrance. Straight away on the left there is a bathroom upstairs, but there's also a storage room and a WC down here. That's handy, isn't it? If you come in from shopping and you think to yourself, oh my word, I'm dying to use the facilities, at least you can do it straight away. Straight away. The other good thing about this property, just before I forget, double glazed. They're double glazed, Daves. Look at these old beams as well. Amazing. But what you could do in this property, if you wanted to, is because you've got stories downstairs and lots of it, you could easily turn this into another bathroom if you wanted to. Which that wouldn't be a bad idea. I know it's down the stairs, but there's one above, but you could have another bathroom in here. You'd probably spend maybe between 3 and 5k, because I mean the water's already down here. I think that would be worth having. The fact that you've got something here already, then maybe a shower in that corner, I think that would be a good idea. You could still have a bit of storage and then have the shower as well. There you go. That's idea number one. As you can see, the electrics work. It is used as a holiday home at the moment from an English couple. They've had it for years and years and years. Certainly over 10 years. And so it is used. So the heating works, the lighting works, everything works. Should we head upstairs? Okay, so heading up the stairs. These are not marble stairs. This actually feels Feels like lino, which is unusual for Italy, but there you go. Humongous radiators. So the electrics are not new, but everything works. Everything works as it should do. Okay, and here we have a long corridor, and behind me is the bathroom. I'll show you that shortly because it's got an amazing terrace off the bathroom as well. And the bedroom 1 and bedroom 2. So we start in the living area. Look at this for space. This is huge. Huge, huge, huge. This is just over 4 meters by around about 7 all the way across. Great space, and look at the height of these ceilings. At its highest, I would say that's got to be double the size of me, and I'm 180 something, so it's more than double. You're probably 4 meters, if not a little bit more. Coming down to, at its lowest point, this has got to be 2.5 meters probably. It's huge. Absolutely huge. And look at these old skis. When they bought this house, they found this in the basement. Old wooden skis. How cool are they? Amazing. Now they are leaving everything, the house as it is, other than personal photographs and things like that, but the house will be left as is. So it is good to go. I mean, obviously that will also include some of the stuff that we'll need throwing away over time, but they are leaving as is. And to be fair, with the price of the property, they've made it so it's attractive enough to take, but also gives you a little bit of extra money if you need to pay somebody to remove some of the items. I'll show you out there in a second. Look at this beautiful fireplace as well, open fireplace that does work. How cool is that? If you wanted, you could sit something in there, sit a stove in there, one of those iron stoves, and that really throws the heat out if you didn't want to use the gas. Now this room is a big one, so this radiator here is also connected to the electrics, so that blows the hot air out. The kitchen is old. It's perfectly usable, but it is an old kitchen, and the worktops are not perfect, but to be fair, the price of kitchens here are so cheap to have something. I mean, that must probably a 3-meter kitchen, but you can get kitchens to fill that from anything from sort of a few thousand upwards, including all the appliances. But it's still more than usable. The cupboards are absolutely, well, they use it as holidays. The cupboards are certainly solid enough. It's an independent sink, huge sink, double sink, draining. I say everything's staying. The fridge is staying. The washing machine's staying. The radiators are fairly new. The boiler is not new, but it's not old either. It works absolutely fine. Here we've got double glazed. This is actually a new window. The aluminium wood effect that has views up to the mountains. The clouds are coming over. That's why I came out early this morning, because the clouds are coming over today. We're in a strange period of weather just before the mass heat. Love this size room, absolutely love it. And out here you've also got, these are just single glazed. So we've got a bit of a mix. These fly screens are great. They're just held on by little magnets and they just clip together. And you're right at the side. This is the church, overlooking the mountains. Incredible. So this terrace belongs to next door. This is an American couple that's bought this, great people. And we did a video property of this one here as well that we're just in the process of selling. Superb. They clip together. Absolutely amazing. What I will say is they did have some problems up here on the roof. I don't know if you can see those marks. When they were out about a month ago, they told me that some problems came in, so the owner actually got up onto the roof and redid the felt underneath there, and it's sorted it out perfectly. Obviously it needs to dry out, which it is doing now, and we've had, let's say for the last few days, some torrential rain. So I would have seen if anything else is coming back through. And you can tell it's drying off because some of the paint is flaking off and it dropped down onto the plastic that covered this fairly new sofa. Well, it didn't cover it, it just went under the plastic. So this will be staying as well. Superb. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. It just obviously needs painting, but the price more than reflects any of this. Okay, moving on. So that's the huge living room. Living kitchen, dining room. This is stone as well, you can see with the thickness. Oh, that's church bells. So I'm inside with all the windows open. To be fair, it's absolutely doesn't bother me at all. It's actually quite nice. 10 o'clock. Okay, the floors, they're the original tiles, and then they've had some sort of like wood. Not quite sure what that is. Okay, let's look bedrooms. Let's do the main bedroom first. The main bedroom is in here. Nice snazzy colours. They're a very colourful couple that own the property. This is a great size though. And these tiles, these are the original tiles. These are brilliant. Superb. Let me close the door behind me. So this is a great size. New radiators. This is 4 meters in that direction, approximately, and then this wall is a bit of an odd shape. So at its narrowest, it's about 3, and then comes out probably nearly to 4 again at this side. Absolutely superb size. Plenty of room for. There is another window there, but I'm not sure if that goes to the outside or if that's next door. It must. I'll open that in a second and have a quick look. Superb. And it's got a little balcony as well. So I stopped the video just I can't get this window, I can't reach it. But I don't think it's been open for a while, so I need to try and get it open. But I have seen from the outside that it does show daylight. It doesn't go into next doors, because I wasn't sure. So that adds a lot more light into this room as well. But to be fair, it is already light. Okay, so we have the windows here are single glazed, so they're not double glazed, Daves. They are single, and then we've got these magnetic fly screens on again, and also they have the gold shutters out here. So this is a nice little balcony just to stand out on and just have a look at those incredible views. But believe me, you've got lots of outside space to enjoy them. So that's bedroom 1. Great size, superb size. Let's go to the next one. I'll close this door because I've opened all the doors, so I don't want them slamming behind me. Down the corridor, and bedroom 2. Again with these brilliant black and white tiles. Well, black and creamy. They probably were white originally. Great size room. Again, this is about 4 meters in this direction, and it's probably just over 3 to here, but it has this cutout for the bed, which that's pretty cool, isn't it? Great size. And there's enough room in here, possibly to have a wardrobe here if you need it. Even though there does look to be something there, I'll have a look at that in a second. And then these windows will look out the same as the, let me just lift this up. I don't know if you can see anything out there. But they'll look out onto the same, it's the same view obviously in the one next door. Brilliant size. Radiators there. They've got fans in the rooms as well, which is good. Let's have a little look at this. Ah, a little wardrobe space. Superb that they've used that. This is actually hollow. There you go. Great use of space. Really good size. Okay, moving on. We'll head to the bathroom that's on this floor. It's a small bathroom, but like I said before, I'd be tempted to have another shower downstairs. I really think that, yes, you've got to go downstairs to the shower, but does it matter? Lots of us have two-storey houses and the bathrooms are on the second floor, so what's the difference? You're going down rather than up. But there you go. It does have a bathroom on this level, and this is it. And it has, I mean, talk about a loo with a view. This is something really special. So the tiles are new in here. Nice tile job. Sink. A little bit of storage there. This has a roller shutter door, which is good to leave things like this open while you're not here. Single glazed, but you haven't got a lot of windows in here, so it wouldn't be a problem to change them. It wouldn't be expensive. That's your shower right next to the loo. This looks like old, well, it is an old problem, and I think it must have been from a long time ago. That was either water coming in or part of it. Look, sometimes it goes like that when it's part of a chimney, but it just needs painting over. So the mosaics on the floor stop any water from going, because it is more of a wet room, I suppose. But it's perfectly acceptable. And then the loo. Oh, this is a. By the way, this is a. Let me see. This is a 1, 2. This is a 2 Dave, 1 Silvana shower, definitely. And then look, imagine. I know this is gross, but just bear with me. But you know what I'm going to say, don't you? But even in the shower, even if you're in the shower, I mean, look, just look at that for a view. Or maybe if you're sat somewhere. No, that's gross. Let's not talk like that. Okay, so we then have this amazing terrace off the loo. And look at that. I do apologise for stopping the video all the time, but I'm suffering a little bit from hay fever today, so I just have to keep stopping it. I don't think you'd appreciate me coughing and spluttering during the video. What an amazing terrace. It just seems unreal, this view. It's just almost, it's insane. It's so stunning. It really is. And you've got the mountains in the background. And all the way down, I can see the coast down here. You can see it further down here. You've got Carsley over here. And this is only one of the terraces. We've got a huge roof terrace as well. And this is at least 2.5 to 3 meters by a good 2 meters. I know it seems strange to come out through the bathroom, but who cares? It's a holiday home, isn't it? You know, maybe if you've got guests, you go upstairs. But I love this terrace. I have just listened back to the video, and it does sound like it's blowing a gale force wind. It's not actually, and I forgot my little fluffy bit that goes on the camera. So it will sound like it's a force 10 gale, but it's not, just gentle breeze. So apologies if you're just hearing lots of wind noise at the moment. Plenty of space to park your car. Lots of space. What a great terrace. That view is just, I have no words. As you know, I'm a man of few words. Okay, so that's bathroom number 2, sort of. But as I said, the other one you could do down there. It just has a WC in it at the moment. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for the last part of this? Well, it's not the last part because there's downstairs as well, but the unbelievable part of this property. Are you ready for this? I need to get some music that's like really, you know, like almost like horror mixed with sci-fi, you know, to get you ready for what is about to happen. Lots of storage space up. I nearly showed it you. Lots of storage space up here. I said this will be left as is, so consider that. And storage here as well. You ready? Look at this. Oh my word. How amazing is this? It's huge. And there's the bell tower. So you'll certainly know what, that's the good thing, you'll know what time it is when you're on this terrace. But that's part of the beauty, isn't it? Let's be honest, part of the beauty. And this terrace over here belongs to a couple that have bought from the US, so you'll be able to say hello to your neighbours. What I will say is at this point here they've had some work done, because this sometimes does happen where the tiles, I don't know what happens, but it's sort of they start to lift up a little bit. Now they have had the work done, and standing on it doesn't feel hollow underneath, not at all. But it may be something that you want to look at some point. Needs a little bit of maintenance, needs getting rid of some of these weeds and things like that. But it's just maintenance. And there's somebody in this town that will come and look after properties as well, an English person. So that's not a problem. How amazing is that? Now I was going to hang around for the church bell, but it's going to be another 15 minutes. If I'm still here, if I'm still videoing, I may pop up and see what it's like. Obviously it's going to be loud because the bells are right next to you, so there's no question about that. But does that bother you? Doesn't bother me. And I would just go, if needs be, just go on the other terrace if it bothers you. Amazing, absolutely incredibly stunning. I'm lost for words. Top of the church. Wow, this terrace is huge. This terrace has got to be, let's have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, more than 5 meters by 5, at least 5 by 5. And remember, the church bells don't go all night, so either at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, that will be it then. You can sit out in peace. You can sleep out here. You ready to go downstairs? Shall we have a look? Let's look at all the storage and potential studio. Let's go down there. I came flying up the stairs to see what it's like out on the terrace. It's loud, but it's not ridiculously loud. That one was. But there you go. Does it bother me? No, not at all. Just part of life in this beautiful town. Obviously, when it gets to the afternoon, you've just got 1 ring and then 2 rings. that'd be a little bit nicer than the 10 rings I've just had. But no, it is what it is, and that's it. That's all you can say. If it bothers you that much, then just go down to the terrace just down here. Because to be fair, stood away from just a little bit, even just a few meters away, you don't even, it's nothing. But to be fair, up here as well, there's nothing. It doesn't really bother me at all. I'm just waffling now, aren't I? Okay, I'll carry on the video. Okay, so apologies for this. I'm actually filming this on my camera on a different day because we thought we had the keys for downstairs, but we couldn't, so I had to come back another day, and a builder opened it for me. So I wanted to let you know as well that obviously that's the front door we went through before. I did say that this didn't belong to the property, but it does. This actually forms part of this basement below. Obviously it's dark down there. I've only got a small light. I will try and get as much in as I can, but this gives you an idea of what's below. So there's sort of an entrance type area that's all right for storing wood, as you can see. Has got some old doors, but basically it's to be completely restored. Sorry, I'm trying to hold a torch in front, blocking the screen. So this is the first room. Remember, everything is staying. The house has been sold as it is. There's sort of little areas, little cubbyhole areas here, and I think the bathroom's above where we are here. So you could maybe even put a WC down there if needs be. Or the bathrooms maybe. Well, there is a bathroom. Oh no, the bathroom pipes are actually back in this room. So you could actually, this entrance part, you could add a bathroom in here if needs be, if you wanted one. There's also water down here as well. Then this room's about 4 meters by 3, so 4 meters going that way to this wall. Sorry, 3 meters in this direction and about 4 in that. The remnants of an old fireplace. And then here is that door that I pointed to that said belongs, and there's also a window there. So it could actually be quite light in here. And obviously there's the main door there. So it could be much lighter. Don't you just love these old places? Absolutely. There's stories here. This is just part of the floor. It's not fallen away. Well, it's in between two joists. So whether that went down again at some point in the past, I've no idea, but I would doubt it. Look at the thickness of some of these walls. Nice stone as well. Then you've got another room in the back here. Quite a simple room that again is about 3 meters in this direction and 4 in that. The old beams as well. So this could actually, I mean, you could do nothing with it. It's all sturdy, the floors are sturdy, everything's old obviously because it's the old part of town. But you could actually do something quite clever down here. Turn it into a bit of a studio. Maybe you could have a bedroom in there and maybe turn this into a bathroom in there. And then maybe in this side you could have another bedroom. Because it's certainly got the ceiling height, and with all the light that would come through here, that would be fantastic. And then through there you could have something else, or maybe the bedroom through there, but it wouldn't be classed as a bedroom because it's too dark. But you've got options, or you may do absolutely nothing with it. Okay, so sorry for the dark part of this video, and the quality is just off my phone. I'm not going to tell you why. I'll reveal it when I do a video of a spectacular house in Roccamorici as to why I don't have my camera with me today. Anyway, let's get back to final thoughts from the original day of this filming. So my final thoughts on this one, going to be a quick one. What else can I say? Stunning, absolutely stunning. Great value for money. The rental potential here is brilliant. Palombaro is really popular. I know a couple of people with rental properties here that do very well. I think this is spacious, it's simple, amazing outside space. Yes, you're right next to the church bells, but does it really matter? I've been here now for almost an hour and it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Great space, great bedrooms. The potential of having a second bathroom I think is brilliant. I love this terrace. The views are just unreal, unbelievable. I just think it's a great property. It's ready to go, comes with all the furniture. Just bring your bags, bring your shorts for the sea, bring your skis for the ski, and enjoy. What else can I say, folks? Thank you so much again for all your support. I really appreciate it. And I didn't show you this the first time round. Another little storage. It is full, but it has got some outdoor furniture in there that's going to be left as well. Thank you for all your support. Really appreciate it. What else can I say? Amazing. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Whatever you do, whatever you're doing, stop, send an email, and do not miss this one.